What's up, guys? Excited to be back once again and able to chat with you guys about what is happening. We've got one more week before we take off and head to Atlanta. So next Monday, come to Atlanta, or not Atlanta, LA. We're going to be in LA next Monday. So if you want to get in there, we've already booked 70 plus seats. And so if you're wanting to get into that last 20 seats, you better hurry and get your tickets to us or sign up on Eventbrite. If you do not have a link for the LA on Monday, the 27th, make sure you get that to us ASAP. And you can text me and I can bring that to you. So guys, LA, the 27th, the 28th, we're in Atlanta, Georgia. The 29th, we're in Orlando. So get ready, buckle up, come get some training with us. We've had an awesome week. This week we've had a lot of growth. And so we want to welcome Ryan Baldwin to our team, Richard Benjamin to our team, and Malachi Aquino to our team. So excited to have you guys there. And then also we had a new coaching client join, Cole Gismondi. So welcome, Cole. He's out of the Virginia market. So excited to help you blow up your business and get to that next level. Guys, there's lots of fun things happening in the real estate market today. Trump is being elected and officially put into office, not elected, but being officially put into office. It's going to make a big change with what's happening in real estate. So as we start looking at what changes are going to happen, we had Twitter fall off yesterday, come back on. There's a lot of things happening that are going to affect real estate in a big way. So how can you guys capitalize and get where you need to be goal-wise and be successful? I'm going to tell you, the first thing is going to be is focus. If you're not currently focused really, really well on your business and what's happening with the business and being able to stay on top of the market to educate people, your business is going to start sliding. So make sure you're getting that focus dialed in. Some key factors you need to do. I'm going to give you 3 of them. You ready? You need to get on and learn the market. You've got to know exactly what's happening with the market, what the market's projected to do. And then you need to just become a professional, an expert in the market. So when you're knocking on doors, you've got to have all the details. Where rates are supposed to go, why they're supposed to go, what experts are saying. A good place to look at this is your local realtor. Get on your MLS, find news, go to Redfin, read the news, go to realtor.com, read the news. I use Keeping Current Matters. I go in and read the news, pull up the graphs, see what's going to happen, become very, very educated so that when you knock on that door, you talk to that client, you have a ton of information that you can now share with them that puts you on top of the market of anybody else out there. And that's the biggest thing. You need to look like a professional. So first, go gather that information. Second, you've got to deliver it. How can you deliver it? So there's a couple ways. Number one, we always know, door to door, baby. Here's our real D2D. You're going to knock on that door. You're going to talk to them. You're going to ask them questions. And then you're going to share statistical data with them as it comes up and make sure that they look at you as the expert. Okay. Second, you're going to shoot video footage. Where are you going to do that? You're going to do that on social media. So you should be doing a live social media event every week. Get on there, shoot a video, talk about the market, talk about anything real estate, share houses, do video walkthroughs, but you should be live on all the social media platforms every week. That's something you should be doing every morning. So fill in your time with all of that stuff. Next, you should be calculating how many people you're connecting with that were close, but now can go over the edge and moving them to the next step. We too often get stuck up on, we've got a lead, we've got a lead, we've got a lead. And you can't bank on your lead sources. You've got to get to the point where you're saying, I've got someone I'm going to close. I've got someone I'm going to close. I've got someone I'm going to close. Do not bank on leads and follow up. Get now business, and you get the now business by converting them through just helping them know what the market's going to do. Education, knowledge, experience, how that will benefit them, Remember, it's not a close. It's going to be, how can it benefit them? They've got to see it. They've got to internalize that. And then they can have to make the decision. So you want to ask them enough questions that they're asking you what the next steps are. Jeremy, I need to get you an invite key. You've probably been texting me for that. Guys, if you want to jump on, let's get you on here. And you guys can chat with us, and we can help you with your business. Jeremy, I just emailed you that Eventbrite key, or not Eventbrite, Eventbrite key. We want you to get your Eventbrite, the stream key for online. Sorry, guys. Here we go. I'm going to put the key in the chat, you guys. So if you want to jump on live with us, please do. Would love to chat with you and help you with anything you're struggling with real estate. But the stream key is there. So jump on with us live here, you guys. One of the things that we struggled with this last week, and Kurt, you're here. You ought to jump on and chat with us a little bit about this. But we, in our coaching call, Kurt was struggling with trying to think of the exact way you put this, but it'll come back to me. But you've got to really engage in helping people to overcome. Jeremy's here now. I'll ask him so he can remember. But it was really good because we hadn't gone over this before in our coaching systems. Jeremy, do you remember what we helped Kurt with this last week? What his main thing was that we were helping him overcome that we haven't done a lot of? Because it probably would be good to bring to these guys as well.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go live on the Instagram. So if you want to, I don't know what's going on there. Okay, what's the question with Kirk?
So Kurt brought up an objection. Kurt, you can jump on with your stream key and bring it up again. He was struggling with people on the door, and we helped him to go through some different scenarios he hadn't thought of. Guys, bring your scenarios to us right now. We'd love to help you, but like I said before, there's a lot of times we're in-person trainings, so make it those live trainings. If you want links, I'm going to put my number in the chat as well to Orlando, Atlanta, or LA. Remember, LA is almost sold out. We've almost got 90 people there, so there's not going to be much more room to that one. So if you want to get to that one, let us know. But we do live trainings. Would love to help you to be successful. But jump on here with us. I put in there, see the StreamYard link. You can click on that. I'm going to put it up on the screen. If you guys type that in, it'll pop up and we can invite you on the show and we can help you. Jeremy, what are some of the key things that you think we should go over this week to help these guys grow?
Yeah, I would say, we're wrapping up January. We've got, let me pull up my calendar. We've got about 2 weeks, 2 full weeks. So I think it's important for everyone that's watching this to ask yourself, where are you at? Are you on pace? Are you already off? Why are you off? We've got some realtors we're working with that already have 3, 4, 5. They're getting close to 5 deals closed or under contract. Some realtors are already off, and it's crazy, right? The National Quitters Day, whatever they called it a week ago, where 75% of people already give up on their New Year's resolutions, like that already passed. And so I feel like this is the greatest time to analyze where you're at, because January's got to be about momentum. You got to keep your systems on pace, and you can't be off going into February. So it's a great time to evaluate that. And then Dwayne, you and I have a lot of freemiums. If you guys are watching this and you don't have our 2025 yearly planning template to help you go through the systems, or you don't have the business efficiency packet, comment those below. We'll respond to you on here and then shoot us a text. That way we can get it to you. But business efficiency and 2025 business plan, those 2 packets will help you figure out if you're off or not. You should know your business well enough where it's like something's off, or I'm already ahead of schedule. We talked to a realtor, Sod, and he was 1 deal ahead of where he needed to be. And so I told him, I said, keep going, keep pushing, be 2 deals ahead, be 3 deals ahead. But we can't have that conversation if he doesn't know exactly where he needs to be, which he does. And it's awesome.
Well, there's a lot of people that don't. I mean, it's so funny to see how many people are already slipping off, like you're saying. So crazy to think that by March, April, people will have no way to catch up to what they initially thought they could do.
Right.
Because they're so far behind. And it starts now with being able to get where you need to be. So, Jeremy, you should be able to go live now on Instagram. Yep. Who wants to jump on here with us? Let's jump on and work through some of the things you guys are struggling with. Matt, jump on here, Matt Gallagher. Let's see what we can do to help you grow your business. Remember, this show is all about you guys and helping you get to that next level. I would say a topic that's super important to talk about right now is just the economy. Jeremy, what are your thoughts? Trump right now is being sworn in. TikTok yesterday, we talked about it coming off the market, coming back on with some new stipulations. Rates are going to change. There's a lot of things happening just in real estate alone that we need to be crazy dialed in. Forecast for 2025 as far as how many millions of homes sold. We're taking a big jump. And how can we be part of that? I mean, we were about 4.5 million last year. They're saying we're going to jump over 6 million in home sales this year. That's a big jump.
I believe that.
And I do too. I think we're going to have a huge jump. How are we going to take down that market share? I gave you 3 keys early on before Jeremy jumped on, and some of you guys weren't here yet. But I talked about getting to know the market really, really well so you can deliver and control the market when you're as a professional, as an expert on the doors, to be able to close now business because you are an expert, because you know. Second, jumping on social media. We have a social media package that we put out online at reald2d.com. It's insane, but it's going to walk you step by step how to run ads and how to get where you're able to close people way quickly off social media. That's the next place you need to go with the market, is go in and record live videos and then bring them to the face of other people and put it in their face that you're an expert. They need to listen to you, and they need to just buy now, move forward now. Because a lot of people are saying we can't afford it. A lot of people are saying that still. And it's because of rates where they're at. Guess what, guys? Fact check. Rates are not going to go down to 4% again. You know, this is a cold, hard truth. Quit balancing that. Quit thinking they are. Quit having your clients think they are. Give them the cold, hard truth. We're going to be 5.5 to 6.5. That's where we're going to be. And if your clients don't know that, they're going to sit back on the sidelines and wait. And guess what? They're not going to buy a house because home prices are going to go up. And then lastly, make sure you're getting on and just blasting out to the world why you're better than everybody else through your questions, through your knowledge, and then just show your successes. So, Jeremy, what is your thoughts on some of that stuff?
Yeah, it's funny as you go through those, I'm like, yep, I would have said that. I would have said that. We were talking to all the clients we coach as TikTok went away for 13 hours and then it came back. But the big discussion was everyone needs to hone in on your skill set to create value with people. Because, like, let's say TikTok goes away, Instagram goes away, YouTube, and you have no way to get exposure to connect with people. Well, you can go knock on their door, create a good conversation, create a friend, have them like you, want to work with you, and they refer people to you. So that'll never go away. But you could have laws that block cold calling. And that's happening in Canada, right? Where you can't cold outreach. There could be laws that happen with social media and everything shuts down. But the one thing they can never take away from you is being able to go and knock on someone's door. And even if it's no soliciting, you can easily just have a couple of one-liners to get past that. But I would say, like, the number one thing right now is go read books like Speed of Trust, Code of Trust, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I just got this book over the weekend, Dwayne. I don't know if you've read this. My kids were laughing so hard. It's called Surrounded by Idiots, the 4 types of human behavior, and how to effectively communicate with each one. And that's the skill set, right? Like, that's the skill set you need to go all in on, is how do I, 1, get exposure, and then 2, how do I create value to people by selling them how they want to be sold? If you can go all in on that, for me, that should be everyone's number one takeaway from TikTok going down for a minute. If you can get really good at creating value with people person to person, then you'll never hurt for money, ever.
Well, and you got to set up a game plan where most people don't, that says, hey, I got this. I have the ability to platform forward. and be able to be prepared. That's part of the planning. Jeremy, I'm going to pull up your planning session. It's downloading right now. I'm going to bring it up on the screen because I feel like if we can go through just a couple slides of this to help people understand what it really is, they can prepare a little bit better. Guys, this planning session, if you look at this, it's insane. It will help you be prepared because if you guys don't plan, you are planning, but you're planning to fail. And so you will fail 100% if you're not getting where you need to be ahead of time in your mind, in your actions, and in your consistency. You've got to be prepared in order to get there. So, Jared, take this away. I'm going to slide through a couple of these slides and have you go through them.
Cool.
That's a little bit about Jared and I. Tell me which slide you want to hit.
Yeah, I would say the beginning of planning. If you guys haven't built out your 2025 plan yet, like Dwayne said, if you don't plan, if you fail to plan, then you're going to plan to fail, right? You need a clear vision. Without a vision, your subconscious is just going to create confusion. It doesn't know what to do. So that's going to show up as procrastination, as delayed decision making, as excuses. So you have to get really good at knowing you. So when you go to plan, you have to know you. How are you doing? What are your weaknesses, your strengths? And right here, like Dwayne's talking about, there's a couple pages at the beginning. You can keep jumping through them, Dwayne. But there's a couple pages at the beginning where it's like, guys, everything's created spiritually, then physically. If you haven't thought through your year, then you're going to get stuck. And so, for example, this page, go back one. This page is so important. Most realtors don't even look back. Hey, why did I not sell as many homes as I thought I did? What went wrong? Let me analyze that. Let me think through that, because history repeats itself for good or bad, right? So if you don't do this page and go back and do a previous year audit, then you're just going to repeat it and you're going to sell 5 homes again. You're going to sell 5 homes again. And then all of a sudden, a couple of years, you're going to be out of the industry. And so if you can get really good at going back and picking that apart, then on like the next page, or I think it's a couple pages after that, then you can go forward, right? You can go, okay, cool. Now I know exactly where to go. And this page is really cool. We get a lot of feedback from realtors that go through this. Is Dwayne and I are huge believers that you are the core functioning, most important part of your business. Most of those watching right now don't have a sales problem. They have a personal problem that's blocking their sales performance. So you've got to go and figure out you, like your physical, mental, spiritual, and social and emotional side. And right now for the book of the month, we're reading that from Stephen Covey. He talks about this and he calls this sharpening the saw. If your saw is really sharp, if you are evolving and growing, your business will have a direct impact. So what's cool about this packet, before we even go to any of the tactical things about planning, this is the part that you got to focus on. And to be honest, most programs aren't going to talk about this. It's production, 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 production. But we've got to fix you first, and then we can move on to the second part, which it talks about right here, of continued planning.
Guys, it's crazy. As you look through this, it starts with your vision board. It then goes into a planning, and then it goes into action. You've got to take action or you will not get where you need to be, but you've got to have the whys behind it. So if you look at how this is structured, it makes complete sense. Every one of you guys should have a way bigger picture in your mind of where you want to be. You already should be seeing it. We have a brand new agent that's joining us, and the kid's a stud, just got his license, and I'm excited to see where he goes. But I was talking to him just the other day, and he texted me and he goes, Dwayne, I went out and knocked today. I hit 50 contacts, and his name's William Foster. So William, if you're watching, shout out to you, brother. But William said, he goes, I already hit 50 contacts and I got my first appointment set up. He says, I have no clue what to do, but I already see it. And I know that I'm going to be successful at this and I'm going to win. And it's cool to see someone that young in the business that already sees their success. William, our guy out in Indiana, $19 million in production. And we can go through a lot of other guys that, Jeffrey in Atlanta hit 30 transactions plus last year. Andy sold a bunch up in New York. Saad sold a bunch up in New York. But these guys can already see it. So their vision's there. Then they implement the systems that Jeremy and I have brought. Yep. And then we help them through the schedule. When they follow the schedule, guys, there really is nothing that will stop you.
Well, and that's why this packet's really good. I've got a ton of people on Instagram asking for this. Guys, if you don't have this packet, just put business planning on Instagram or on YouTube and we'll text this out to you. I literally just sent it to 3 of you. So good job for being proactive. But again, the end of January, this is where you should be going through this packet and making sure that you're on pace to hit your income goal and your other goals that you have on your vision board. So that's why, like in this packet, Dwayne and I talk about building a vision board, how to do that. We break it down to the psychology of how the brain works, different prompts that you can use to build this out. And then, Dwayne, if you go through a couple of the other pages, you guys will see this evolves into, okay, cool. Now I built the vision board. And now what do? I then build the business plan, right? Most realtors, they don't have any connection between what they're doing every day. There's no why. There's no like holy cause behind it. And so that's why they're inconsistent. So you take your vision board, you build a business plan out of the vision board. And then like you're seeing right here, you then go build the schedule that'll help you be consistent, because we don't rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems, but those daily systems come back to the vision board. You should be able to text Dwayne or I your schedule, and I can say, oh, hey, cool. I can tell what is on your vision board from what you have on your schedule. And then that's where you go live a life by design and not by default.
Dude, Jerry, I get goosebumps going through this because holy crap, how many out there are actually getting for free from any mentor coach a 29, 30-page booklet?
Dwayne actually made me stop. I could have gone longer, but he's like, hey, don't put any more in there. We should cut it at 30.
Jeremy is crazy. In fact, he just built us a 150-page door-to-door knocking manual just for people to be able to train on. If you need crazy training, you will not get better training than what you're going to get through us. There's no doubt in my mind. But if you guys want this packet, we briefly skimmed over it. We're getting a lot more comments coming in. But this is a 30-page booklet on just learning how to plan to be successful. So I'm going to pull this down. If you guys want that, make sure you text us. We can shoot that out to you. Richard, you still there, brother? Let's bring you on the stage.
Yeah, if you guys want to hop on, you want us to pick apart your business plan, your vision board, your schedule, you have any questions like that, or you're evaluating, hey, where should I be at the end of the month? Hop on. Let us help you autocorrect.
Richard, you still there, brother?
Oh, we got Richard on here. All the way from New Jersey, baby.
You might have slipped off on us.
Yeah, we might not have a connection. Let's boot him and he can try again.
You're gone. Try us again in just a second. We do have some other comments coming in. We've got Daniel says, do you guys think housing will become more affordable under Trump? No, I don't. I don't think things are going to get cheaper, guys. I think rates are going to come down a little bit. They're going to see the economy boost back up. I think you're going to be 5.5% to 6.5%. And I think home prices are going to soar because there's so much pent up demand waiting. So if you've got clients sitting on the sidelines, today is the day you get with them and help, them to make this decision through just asking them a lot of questions and teaching them what they need to know.
Yeah, I honestly I've been watching the Trump thing all morning. You guys, there's so much excitement in the market right now. When there's excitement, people want to spend their money. When they spend their money, there's more people in the market, the prices go through the roof. So there's no chance in the next little bit. Obviously, we don't have a crystal ball, but there's no chance to me, from what I'm seeing, that prices go down. It becomes more affordable. That's why when you're talking to people at the door, you need to use examples to help people understand that. And a great line that I always use, Dwayne, I don't know if you've heard this one, is the egg or the gas one. You say, hey, look, let me just run this by you. Do you remember what gas prices were back in 2008? And they're like, oh yeah, $1. Now, hypothetically, if you had a time machine, which if you do, you should probably sell that to me and we make a lot of money. But let's go back to 2008. If you could lock in your price for gas for life at $1, would you have done it then? Exactly. That's what a lot of people are figuring out right now, is they want to lock in their purchase price and their rate. They don't want to wait for it to continue to go up. So if we could make the numbers make sense, would you want to go and look at houses sooner rather than later? Would you be opposed to that? And that's how you can help people conceptualize, oh, I need to move sooner versus waiting. But I don't think there's any chance that it gets that it becomes more affordable. There's too much excitement right now.
Well, I think of it this way too. A lot of times I'll ask when I'm talking to clients, what happened over the last little bit with an 8% interest rate? How much did we go up? I mean, we averaged about 7% across the United States in appreciation. What's your average home price? 500 grand. And then times that by 7%, it's 35,000 bucks. Did you get a $35,000 raise last year? And that was with an 8% economy. If you didn't, you're not outpacing housing. Housing is outpacing you. And if rates come back down and all these people jump in, that was the worst sales since 1963, you guys, over the last couple of years. And we still went up over $35,000. So if you're not making that much more money, guess what? You're going to go behind. And if you go behind, you're not going to end up buying a house. So you got to think a little bit smarter. Got a comment here. Emmanuel, this is a great comment. I'd love to respond to this. I'm a brand new agent in Auto Canada. We have a ton of Canadians in our program. Is there an online platform to do role playing? Dude, do we have the answer for you? Or should I find someone in my brokerage? No, don't find someone in your brokerage. Jeremy, tell them what we're doing, even about our AI stuff that we're developing. Tell them why they need to come work with us.
Yeah. So first of all, it's a great question. Most brokerages want you to role play, but they don't have anything that allows for it because realtors don't show up. So when Dwayne and I built this platform, we realized that. And in the door-to-door space, how many times you role play a day, Dwayne? Like 3, 4, 5, like they pound it into you. And in real estate, it's not a part of the culture. So Dwayne and I immediately built a role-playing group. It's a Zoom link twice a day. Monday, Wednesday is door pitch, Tuesday, Thursday objections, and Friday listing presentation. We've got 20, 30, 40, 50 realtors that hop on there from all over Canada, all over the US. And it's just you role play, I'm the customer. Let's give feedback. You role play, I'm the customer. Let's give feedback. Like I'm on there most of the time. It's the most value packed. We have some realtors that hop on there and after a day, they're like, oh my gosh, I learned more in a 30-minute role play session one time than I have at my entire brokerage. So that's $200 a month. I always joke with people, go donate plasma to get in that dang group. There's so much value in there. So go to our website, realtd.com, go to coaching, and it's the option down at the bottom. We'll hop you in. We'll get you in there so you can practice. And then the second thing that we've got coming, which is wild. This will revolutionize real estate script practicing, in my opinion. Dwayne and I are building a software where you can role play 24/7 with Dwayne as AI. It's going to rock your world. You can practice the listing presentation, the door pitch, buyer consultations, negotiating with agents as many times as you want on easy, medium, and hard. And you can try to stump Dwayne on all those different scenarios at all the different difficulty. And what's cool about that is it also gives you a report back. So let's say you do the listing presentation, it'll break it down, give you a report on body language, sales skills, presenting skills. And then it's like, oh my gosh, I know where to improve. You can try to go at them again and then go at it again and again and again. That'll be $400 a month. We have a wait list right now. It's blowing up. So if you want to be on that wait list, we're only going to take about 50 realtors for the first couple months to really get the kinks out. If you want to be on that, let us know, shoot one of us a text and we can get you on there. But it's going to be crazy.
Manuel, I'd love to even role play with you right now. I just put the StreamYard link up there. That's our guest link. Anybody can jump on that. So if you want to jump on, come on live with our show, we can work through some of the kinks you're having. Those that ask the questions get the answers. Those that join with us are going to get the help. And so, guys, if you're ready to learn and grow, no better time than jump in and ask. That's how you're going to find out how to get there. Looks like Richard trying to get back in. He was there. We just couldn't hear him. Richard, can we hear you now, brother? Looks like Richard.
Can you hear me?
We got you.
Let's go. Woo, woo.
Dude, tell us how we can help you today.
No, I'm just watching the stream, and it's very, very interesting learning from you guys.
Yeah, that's fabulous. Anything that you are struggling with in your business?
Struggling right now? Well, well, imagine it's being very hard to convert right now. It's I've been door knocking and all that, but I don't have time enough since I have another job, so I want to make it a full time, but possibilities don't allow me. So if I don't work, I'm an Uber driver. So if I drive, I cannot prospect. If I prospect, I don't drive. If I don't drive, I don't make money and I can't pay my bills. So I'm like struggling there, and it's very hard. I know I have potential, but I have to dedicate time, and then I don't know what to do. That's my thing.
Well, I'll just tell you this, Richard. If you'll allocate time blocks just like Jeremy with the planning schedule, all you have to do is just go plan it out. Figure out how much you need to make Uber driving in order to provide, because there's a lot of people on here that are part-timers. And then take your time that you're not Uber driving, dedicate it, schedule it. Now I'm going to be a door-to-door sales guy. What am I struggling with? What do I need help with? How do I convert quicker? How much energy do I need to put into it? What do I need to learn to be successful? And it's game over for you, brother. So that's a scheduling issue, but there's no reason. Jeremy and I personally have taken, how many people, Jeremy? 4 or 5?
Yeah, we've got one agent that is in Alabama. He was part-time. He went through multiple programs. And
Billy.
Billy. No one could help him figure out how to go full-time, like production-wise. And we were the first program within 4 months to get him full-time. And now he's literally the second best agent in volume in the entire state down there. He's crushing it. And so that's our expertise. We've helped so many agents go from part-time to full-time, but like just shooting you straight. And you know this because we've chatted offline, but it's a grind. The beautiful part about it is if you really want it, it's not going to be forever. You dedicate 3-4 months to this, grind it, and then out you pop at the other end with a couple deals, and now you can go full-time. But Alex Ramosi and Chris Williamson talk about this all the time. It's just periodizing the grind. You got to be okay with the grind. And if you listen to us, Dwayne and I haven't had one top producing agent not go from part-time to full-time when they listen to us.
Dude, everybody that will follow our systems will go and sell $15 to $20 million their first year. I don't care if you're a brand new agent. So Richard, keep after it. We appreciate you being on the show. We're going to bring up another comment and chat with, no, wrong one. Let me grab this next comment here. This is a good one. It says, success after sunset. Do the first 2 questions change for knocking on an old expired? Let's answer the first one. First question. Jeremy, do you find success after sunset?
Who asked this? Is this Austin? Oh, Spencer. Okay. Yeah, guys, it's crazy. When Dwayne and I were in the door-to-door world, 70% of the production of top door-to-door kids got their production after dark. So this is doesn't matter what you're selling, but after dark, that's where you'll crush it. I've signed a listing. My latest one was at 11:15 at night. It was a doctor, and all the neighbors were telling me that he wanted to sell. So I just waited, and I kept talking to people. Different demographics answer at night. The lights are on. You can tell who's home and who's not home. It's actually easier to knock after dark. But then sure enough, he pulled in. I went and knocked on his door, said, hey, I know it's dark. You're one of the last ones on my list. I'll get straight to the point. Blah, 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 blah. He let me in. We signed it within 10 or 15 minutes, put it live on the market, and then it sold about 20, 25 days later. So get comfortable with knocking after dark. The best do it 100%.
Well, it's all a mindset thing, you guys. I've knocked after dark as well. I've closed after 11 p.m. as well. It's a matter of getting out there. And one thing I would tell you to do, set up your appointments to where you can go back after dark and close them. So when you're knocking at 5, knocking at 6, one of the spouses aren't home, just say, hey, I'm going to make you last on my route. Turn on your porch light, and we'll come by as soon as I free up. I've got quite a few appointments already tonight, but I will stop back by. Just leave your porch light on if it's still okay for me to knock. And if you'll do that, that's when you go and are able to close way after dark. But you can even knock fresh doors after dark and still find success. Next question. Do the first 2 questions change for knocking on old expires? Absolutely. You're not going to knock on a door and say, hey, my name's Dwayne. I work for Real Broker. Did your neighbors tell you he's going to stop by and see you? That's completely different. You're going to knock on the door and say, hey, my name's Dwayne. I'm the Real Broker. Sorry that you had a bad experience with your previous listing. How long did you have it on the market? Why do you think it failed? That's right where I'm going to go. That's my first 2 questions. How long did you have it on the market? Why do you think it failed to sell? And then you're going to listen to what they say, and you're going to come up with solutions to every one of their pain points of why in their mind it didn't sell when they had it listed before. Jeremy, what 2 questions are you going to use there?
Yeah, same thing. I'm just going to say, hey, Jeremy with Real, sorry to bug you. Usually I don't do this, but I just wanted to catch you. Your file fell on my desk this morning. I'm so surprised that this didn't end up selling. Did you guys sell it, or was it pulled off the market? What happened? And it's just pure curiosity right there. And then I'm just going to go right into question-based selling. It's very similar, but you got to have some like hook, because most realtors are going to call. So you could even say, hey, like, I'm sure, like, and I'll step back like this. I'm sure you've been called a ton by realtors today. That's why I wanted to personally come shake your hand, because no one does this. That's why I'm super unique. Just curious, like, what happened? Did it not sell?
I love that. I love that. Guys, just getting in front of their face and talking to them and helping them overcome the problems they've had, you get the listings every time.
Huge.
It is very easy to pick up expireds when you're face-to-face. Same with FSBOs. FSBOs are fabulous door to door. Don't call them. They're getting called by a million people. Go knock on their door. See what you can do to add value. Ask them a bunch of questions. And we go through a lot of this on our role play groups. We go through this in coaching. We'll teach you systematic approaches to each one of these things. So, guys, there's steps you have to take to be successful with this. And it's just consistency. It really is.
Well, and I would say too, know your data. I think it's 75% of expireds end up listing within the next 10 days, and 45% of them will use a different realtor. So it's just a matter of consistency. Go at it every day until they kick you off their property and just be persistent. I've been around the top cold callers in the nation through the Mike Ferry organization, and all of them, they're doing 100 plus homes that go after FSBO expireds. They'll look at the paper. They have them printed off every day. They'll call, text 2 or 3 times. If they don't answer, they throw it away and they're on to the next. So if you go at it every day and you're just persistent and you knock, because no one does that, you'll get it. We've got one realtor in Reno, Nevada, that he's murdering it on FSBOs and expireds, and it's because he goes and knocks them. It's that ability to connect person to person.
I think this goes right into our next segment. And even your statistical data, you were saying, Jeremy, 80% of people list within the first week of being a FSBO too. They list with an agent because they don't want to continue doing what they're doing, and they're not seeing the results they thought they would get based off of them listing it themselves.
Right.
So, dive into all those things too. Advice for a part-time trying to go full-time. Guys, I think we touched on this a little bit. We're going to hit on this again. If you are part-time right now and you're wanting to go full-time, the biggest thing you need to do is get in that planning session, schedule your systems. And if you're done at 3:30 in the afternoon, dude, you have the perfect job, because you can go out and walk the dream hours in the afternoon and figure out how many you have to sell, Spencer. So if you go sell 3 houses a month, does that get you to where you can quit? I bet it does. Most people, if they're selling 3 to 5 homes a month, they're making a very good living. So I would say after 3:30, it's go time. You need to go till 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. If you're married, go in and game plan with your wife, set a goal with her in how she can help be a part of this and help you guys get to that next level and have the freedom in your business. And that also brings freedom in the family. When you don't have to check in, check out, clock in, clock out, guys, this makes a big difference in your lifestyle. If your wife says, hey, I need you to run and go do something for me, you can as a real estate agent. So, because it gives you all the freedom in the world. So get there fast. Yep. And if you're done at 3:30, go do it every day.
Yep. And I would say too, for those that are joining late and that have questions about that, we gave out a free packet earlier on. Type in business planning. Dwayne, if you want to put my number and your number in the YouTube, and I'll do that on Instagram. But you guys can text us. We'll shoot that over to you through text and email. It's a free packet. It's 30 pages on how to build your business plan, vision board, and schedule if you're part-time trying to go full-time. That way you can get out quicker. So other question, Dwayne, we have on Instagram. You can take this first and then I'll answer it. But how do you choose area for door knocking? If the door knocking is the way they want to prospect, how do they choose area? You and I will have similar and also different responses on this.
Awesome. So for me, it's going to be where there's high turnover. I want to go into an area where people are moving. And why do I want them to be moving? Because that means other people in the same demographic are moving as well. So my prime area is going to be a townhome. Townhomes are a little bit of the higher end of a starter home, and they transition between every 2 to 3 years, 4 at max. And when they transition, so in Utah here, and they're about $400,000. So you sell a townhome for 4 to 5. They go buy a $600,000 property. They turn over very quickly too, because there's tons of people who can afford $400,000.
Yep.
So that being said, I don't have them sitting on the market very long, and it's very easy for me to get them sold and get them into that $600,000 property. Turns into $1.1 million transaction. So I'm making a great commission. Not only that, when I take good care of them, the whites that hang out at the pool, they're chatty. They know a lot of people from the community. Guess what? When Dwayne gives them a fabulous experience, they're going to say, when you guys list, I would use Dwayne. He helped us sell this super quick, got a great price for us, and helped us get into that new one really, really easy. Guess what? Usually that $600,000 home isn't their best home either. They're then going to transition up to that next one. So I'm going to sell their starter home and get them into usually not even their forever home at that point. So by starting in that demographic, I'm going to sell them 5 homes. 5 homes. That means it's going to be 10 transactions total, 8 at least. And there's a lot of money in that as you provide crazy good service and help them work their way up through the housing chain.
100%. Yeah. And we even have a packet on this, guys. We have so much free training that you'll probably never get from the team or brokerage you're on. So just comment door knocking and shoot us a text. We'll get you that packet. Dwayne can put our phone numbers in there again, but we'll get you that packet. It'll walk you through how to pick area. There is an analytical, like detailed approach to it, but there's also a just decide, dang it, go out and pick a neighborhood that has high turnover, lots of people moving, and go put yourself in front of more people. If there's 100 homes I'm going to knock, I want 90 of them to be thinking about moving. I don't want to go into a forever home where maybe 2 out of the 100, it's going to take me forever to find that needle in the haystack. So go to an area where you have more at-bats with people that are actually going to move. So comment door knocking and we'll get that packet to you. Shoot us a text. You can text Dwayne or me. We'll get you the packet. But it's so important that you learn to go put yourself in front of the right people. Here it is.
Guys, look at this. I'm just scrolling through
Dwayne
this.
is so tech savvy.
The crazy stuff we've got that we can offer you guys, but it goes through exactly why knock doors, where it works, how to pick area. Holy cow. And it gives you all the different strategies behind that, area management strategies, the pitch explained. Guys, this is free. Are you kidding me? Is there anybody in the world that's going to give you this much stuff? Organizing your area, organizing your leads, books to read. There's tons and tons of stuff that we can show you guys. But there's just a prime example to say, hey, guys, we have tons of material that we want to throw at you to help you be successful. And why do we want to do that? High tides raise all ships. I think I finally said that right. I usually murder that.
Yeah.
But they do. I mean, when everybody's succeeding, it pushes everybody else up. And what we're wanting to do is grow with each and every person. So if you can come in and sell a ton of real estate, you're going to be able to get where you want to be, and then you can help others to do the same. And so our main goal with coaching, our main goal with our real estate team is not have you come in and just sell real estate. Our goal is to get you to crush it at real estate. And then we want to recruit a team underneath you. So when we go to LA, we have leaders out there. We're going to be sticking all those team members underneath them. We're going to train them. We're going to mentor them. We're going to help them grow. Have your broker or your mentor or your coaches anywhere ever told you that? That is exactly what we're here to do. Is we're here to help you grow a massive organization underneath you. And if you're not with leaders that are treating you like that and doing that for you, you're at the wrong place.
I even had a guy the other day that was like, he's in our role play group, and he's like, hey, what would be the benefit to pay the extra money to be in your Explode coaching program? And I was like, well, are you getting benefit from the role play and our free stuff on YouTube and all these packets? He's like, yeah, it's night and day. I've never seen content like this. I was like, if that's the free content, imagine what the actual content is within our platforms, right? And he laughed, and it was super funny. But that's how it is on the brokerage side at Real. You'll get more value for free for being on our team, and you'll cap at 18,000. Most brokerages is like 50, 60, 80, 100. It's 50, 50 the whole year. No, come over here, get in the role plays for free. Come join our team. Let us help coach you. And then the Explode group, holy crap, you get access to all of our free our courses online. There's 2 sales calls for an hour a week with me. We trained on social media this morning. You get Dwayne on Tuesday. We've got leaderboards and incentives and swag. We've got a community app. We've got the role play group. So the idea is Dwayne and I don't care about the money. We want to fix. There's an issue in the real estate industry. Too many realtors are failing, and the failure rate is so high. It's ridiculous. It should not be 85% in the first 2 years. That tells me that it's training. It's so bad. And so if we can help you fix your training, we can help you build your business plan, know where to knock, have a vision board, know your schedule, and then you just go work, then you, Dwayne, me, collectively, we can fix that percentage one realtor at a time.
Guys, I'm going to throw up one more. Here's another packet Jeremy's created. I'm just going to thumb through it. This is for listings. You can actually edit this and make it yours. This is what he uses on doors when he goes to a listing presentation. And you can drop this off prior to, but all of this is editable and ready for you to go crush your next listing presentation, already built for you. Once again, this is why people choose us, is because we have all the things for them. Guys, this is, look at it, 30 pages. We're still going. Look at what you can build with this kind of stuff for your own business. So if you don't have people teaching you this, then get with the right people. Okay, other questions. We've got about 10 minutes left. What other questions can we answer for you guys? What other things are you struggling with? How can we help add value back to your business? Comment below. Is there any other comments on Instagram you're seeing?
Yeah, a lot of people are wanting this stuff. Guys, if you want this, shoot Dwayne and I a text. A lot of you are hopping on late, so I'm going to put my phone number in and Dwayne's in the Instagram. Dwayne, if you want to put it on the YouTube.
I've got it on YouTube. So, and I'm going to even just shout it out, you guys, in case you're not seeing the messages, if you're driving or whatever. My number is 801-243-4544. Jeremy Davis, the King, 702-525-5766. Combined, you guys, we've got over 30 years of door-to-door experience where we sold at a really, really high volume. For those that don't know, Jeremy sold 75 homes his first year. I sold 89 homes my first year part-time. We've got a ton of experience. Jeremy and I have probably sold well over 800 homes together in the years we've done real estate. I'm going on I think it's 9 years this year. Jeremy, how many years have you been in real estate?
I think I'm going on 5.
So, guys, we've sold a ton of real estate. There's nothing we haven't encountered. We can help you not only get into real estate and sell at a high level, but also we want to help you invest in real estate. We want to help you run a real estate business where you've got guys underneath you that you're training to be successful, where you're owning life. So it starts with these packets. It starts with training. It starts with getting in front of us. Remember, guys are coming on late. The 27th, we're in LA. 28th, we're in Atlanta. 29th, we're going to be in Orlando. If you would love to join us, it's free. Make sure you text us for the link and get signed up immediately because we are filling up in all of our spots. We'll go through about 4 hours of training at these events. It's going to be incredible. Okay, any other comments?
I would say real quick too, guys, if you're not on Dwayne's YouTube, like what are you doing? There's so much value in training alone. Oh, there's a couple people that just texted me for the stuff. There's so much value on his YouTube, and you can go over and check out mine too. Like we can easily go get you 5-10 deals. And we've had people do that. Our number one rookie that we trained in Indiana, he got 3 deals. He made what, like 30 grand for free just off our YouTube videos. And back then we didn't even have a lot of YouTube videos. he found the basic of the basic, and he went and sold 3 on his own. So make sure you're on Dwayne's YouTube. Go check out mine. We've got last week I built 8 new packets that I have to upload that Dwayne and I will be giving out that you guys can go and learn mindset and schedules and how to do value prop. I've got a video today on how to do value prop, on how to sell people how they want to be sold. Dwayne's got a bunch of those. Go watch that stuff for free and go convert deals. I actually did a YouTube video the other day, and after I finished recording it, I was like, that might have been too much. Dwayne's going to kill me. That might have been too much value for a 30-minute YouTube video. But that's what we want to do. We want to be the ones that know how to train you and want to train you. Too many top producers don't care to train. They don't want to help others. They're all about themselves. Dwayne and I are all about a high tide raises all ships. We want to help you. Whatever that is, just call us. We've got a different program for everybody. You just have to reach out.
Well, and I think we often get that comment, Jeremy, that we give too much information out or we're too cheap or, yeah, you know, all the different things we hear, but we really do care about you guys and your success. And we do throw a lot of content out. I remember our key rookie that joined us, he would not come to the program until he had sold deals and how it worked. And I remember talking to him and saying, dude, if you go sell one house, it will pay for your coaching for a year. So if that doesn't just help you realize what you can do with this, and he did, he went out and sold 3, but just you guys, one house, if you go sell that, it'll pay for coaching for a year. And if we can't 10x your business by you being in coaching, learning step by step, using all these platforms we have, and you think this is a lot of the free stuff we're giving out, you ought to see the stuff we have in the program. Like I said, we are doing a lot of things. Jeremy and I are currently writing a book on how to get now business. My book is out if you haven't seen it yet. The Power of the Knock is out, so make sure you grab that. But just when you onboard into our program, there is a packet that goes through what you should be doing the first 90 days and how you're going to find success and what steps you need to take. Okay, like I said, there is not anybody out there that is going to train you the way we're training and helping you get where you need to be. So make sure you take full advantage. Make sure you're texting us. I'm getting a couple texts coming through right now. Love to see how we can help add value back. What other questions you have? We got 3 minutes. We're going to wrap this up.
Yeah, we've got about 15 people that reached out that want stuff. So this is great, guys. Reach out. We want to help you. There's literally no strings attached. If we're a good fit, great. Join one of our programs. If not, like, we will continue to just provide free value to help you grow.
Dino, he's going to be in LA with us. Dino, we are actually going to plan something up in San Francisco as well. So thanks for reading the book. He sent me a video when it showed up, and I appreciate the feedback. All right, guys, if there's nothing else, we'll go ahead and wrap up and get off. But we appreciate you being on live. We're going to be here again next Monday at 11 o'clock. Don't just show up. Show up to learn. Write down your questions. Jump on here live with us. We'll role play with you. We'll help you with things you're struggling with in the industry. We'll add value back to you. But don't just sit, guys. You've got to get to a point where you're growing your business. Because if you're not growing, it's because you're not trying. We can help you get where you need to be. Just let us know how to do it. Thanks for watching again, you guys. Talk soon.